G'day and welcome to another episode of the Six Pack Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Aaron, and today I'm joined, as always, with our other host, Alex.
Oh, so I'm a co-host this time, not just a special guest or whatever you seem to refer me to every single week.
Yeah, so it's chopping it up this week. With a bit wacky and zany like that.
We were told if we were to repeat the joke again that someone would come hunting for us and we wouldn't make it into the next episode.
Most likely. Let's jump in then, eh?
Jump straight in. All right.
What's today's? So we've got another challenge today. Alex has thought up with this one today. Normally,
I want to be very proud of myself. Usually, I don't govern much of the podcast. Usually, it's Aaron, and I kind of just sit.
And it shows. It shows.
That's it. The lowest performing channel we have. No, all jokes aside.
No, the vlog channel's the lowest.
That's true, but we don't push anything out on that. No. But yeah, Aaron usually does this, but I did this week's just for shiggles. So I've actually twisted it up a bit. I wanted to kind of, make it new, give it my own little twist, right? So usually we start things off with a challenge.
Yeah.
That is true, but what I'm going to do is we're going to actually have a challenge throughout the entire course of the Six Pack Podcast episode.
Oh, shit.
Exactly.
How does that work?
Okay. So what I've called it is it's a drinking game that people do throughout the night, of course, the thing, and it's called the Taskmaster. Taskmaster. It's an actual drinking game thing.
However, I can see. I want to explain it. I'm going to mention that I know that there's another name.
Okay. No, you're thinking of Buffalo.
Yeah. So what's the difference?
The Taskmaster. Taskmaster is you can create a rule. Out of the day or out of the night or whatever, and that rule has to be followed. I picked one that I was tossing up between two. It was either the one that we've got, or it was going to be if you swear. But we swear a lot.
I just swore then. Yeah,
we swear a lot.
So what do you have to do? It's shot if you swear.
Correct.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck off.
Yeah. So I thought that one probably is unlikely.
Nah, no chance in hell.
Instead, we've got the Taskmaster where we have to drink with our left hand for the entire game, and both Aaron and I will be very closely looking to see if anyone slips up. And instead of doing a shot at the end, we're doing a liquor that we've already had before. It's the I don't know what the fuck it's called, the Hypnotic or something.
It could be an episode though where neither of us have to do the shot.
Correct.
Both of us have.
Chances are one of us is going to slip up.
Yeah, well, I've already, because I knew I could read here where this was going, I've already moved my beer to, well, actually, my non-dominant hand's actually my right hand.
That's not true.
You're right, it's bullshit. The shot.
Anyway, we actually haven't described what the challenge is.
It's just drink. You gotta
drink with your non-dominant hand. If you slip up, you have to do a shot. We could actually do multiple shots in this video.
Every time you slip up.
It's not a fucking do it once and then get out of jail free card.
No,
that's why I picked.
No,
that's why I picked a liquor.
Oh, that is. All right, well, I'm just gonna put this bad boy in the old pocket down here then, so that way I can't even be tempted.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe we don't do a shot, but maybe we do. You have to watch the whole video to find out. But we are going to jump into something entertaining anyway. We're going to go into a tier list of Australian cereals because everyone has to have their most important meal of the day.
Yeah.
So we're going to judge them.
Just the Australian one. What if my favourite cereal...
Well, actually, they could be...
My favourite cereal is actually a Polish one.
Well,
hold on. Spoiler alert.
Not on the list. So either you'll be able to follow along with us. I'll put a link to the tier list in the description so you can check it out yourself. Credit to the person who made it. Can't remember their name. Credit will be in the description. I started making my own at work, but then people started looking at me funny, so I found someone else who'd already done it.
A tier list.
The tier list with the cereal one. Yeah. So anyway,
why'd you make your own at work?
I was making my own tier list to get
for this.
Yeah.
Were you at work before when you were messaging me?
Well, it's a weekday,
I guess.
Anyway, so we're gonna jump into it. See you in a sec.
You've already fucked up.
It's off camera. It's off camera.
No,
that doesn't fucking count.
It's off. Can't count. Fuck's sake! It's filmed. Everything is still recording.
Oh my god.
I literally watched you move your arm that whole time, and I was like, "Holy crap! It's actually gonna do it." We'll cut back in.
No, we don't need to. The whole interaction will stay in.
I can't believe how quickly you fucked that up. And also, you fucked yourself now too because I was willing just to let it go with the one, but you were like, nah, you're not gonna multiple times. You gotta do multiple shots.
All right, let's refill the shot glass. All right, so we're gonna do a tier list. Have you done a tier list before?
I haven't actually done one personally. I know what they are.
Okay, so I didn't make this tier list. Credit to the person is in the description. This is one made of Australian cereals. And they've also, like, you know how it goes like S, A, B, D, A, B, C, D, E? They've made their own unique twist, which is quite cool as well. So they've done Goat of All Time, Breakfast of Champions, Good Brekkie, Mum Bought This, Do Not Eat This, Make Toast, and Breakfast / Trash Fest. I did enjoy the kind of slogan associated with it.
Pretty funny.
I thought it was quite Australian. So we're going to go, I think there's like 15-ish. It's probably like 12.
Doesn't look like 15 off my first glance.
Yeah, 3,
12,
6,
actually.
9, 12, 15. Okay, so the moral of the story...
Is it really 15? 3, 6, 9... Oh, shit, it is 15.
So don't listen to Aaron.
All right.
But...
Oh, no, listen to me because I just backed up what he said. Anywho.
Okay. So, Sultana Brown. Where would you rate Sultana Brown?
I hate sultanas.
Okay, he hates Sultana. I actually quite enjoy Sultana Brown, but it makes me fart. Sultana Brown is basically just like brand bits and sultanas.
I think a lot of this we're probably not going to agree on, so we'll have to meet in the middle.
Okay. So
I don't like it. For me, it would probably rate as the do not eat, make toast.
I put it as Good Brekkie, so why don't we put it as Mum Bought This?
Yeah. All right.
Mini Wheats.
Never had it. I assume it's a crappy version of Wheat Bix.
No, they're yeah.
You hate them?
Oh, that's probably unfair. They're not bad. I just don't think that they're...
do not eat, make toast would probably be fair.
Wheat Bix. I do like Wheat Bix. They taste like crap though. How do you have your Wheat Bix?
Normally, just with milk. I've been eating Wheat Bix because I don't eat much.
Okay. I don't think it would be appropriate not to put Wheat Bix into the...
It's got to be the top 3 categories.
Which one would you put in though?
For me, it's Breakfast
of Champions. Wheat Bix is the Breakfast of Champions. Yeah. Because, look, we've also got to think about this, right? I don't know if you're Australian or if you've never had Australian cereals before. Wheat Bix is bragging rights.
Yeah, I mean...
If you eat Wheat Bix...
is essentially Breakfast of Champions.
Correct. If you eat Wheat Bix and you eat a lot of Wheat Bix, you are the toughest kid out.
Yeah.
Literally, the competition is who can eat the most Wheat Bix. So, love their branding. So, definitely Breakfast of All Champions. Yeah. Fruit Loops.
I've never had Fruit Loops.
Neither have I. Actually, that's a lie. I've had it once, thought it was just sugary and horrible.
I think it's sugary and horrible.
I'm going to put it in Trash Fest.
I don't know if it's Trash Fest.
I'm putting it in Trash Fest. Where are you going to put it in?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the top. So, I think it's below... Actually, no, it's below Mini Wheats. Right. Cocoa Pops. Fucking incredible.
Pretty good.
Bloody good.
I don't know if I would definitely probably go goat, but maybe it'd probably either Breakfast of Champions or Good Brekkie.
I'd put it below Wheat Bix of Breakfast of 4 Champions.
Yeah, alright.
Definitely not good for you.
Nah.
But very...
it's pretty good.
Nutri-Grain.
Pretty good too. Probably, I think I'd rate it below both Wheat Bix and Cocoa Pops.
I put in Good Brekkie.
I put in Good Brekkie too.
I find Nutri-Grain gets quite soggy.
Yeah. It
does.
I'm not... I'd eat Wheat Bix before Nutri-Grain, so...
Yeah. Rice Bubbles.
I think they also... I would again probably pick it at Good Brekkie.
I think they
do get quite soggy though again after time.
I'd put them above Nutri-Grain.
Well, I don't know if I'd have it above Nutri-Grain personally.
I'd put them below Nutri-Grain?
Yeah, I reckon them. Okay. I'd have them in Good Brekkie, but not above.
Crunchy Nut.
I used to fucking love Crunchy Nut.
I think I'd put this at top of Breakfast of Champions.
Before. I just don't eat it as much nowadays.
To be fair, I don't. It's quite sweet.
Yeah, I prefer Wheat Bix over.
I probably prefer Cocoa Pops, to be honest.
Yeah, I reckon it's Breakfast of Champions, but behind those two.
Okay. Special K.
Pretty shit.
Breakfast more like Trash Fest. Look, to be fair, Special K is probably one of the better ones for you, but it tastes like shit. It's no good. It's no good.
All brand. Again, hate it.
It's probably...
definitely go a Trash Fest for me.
Probably worse than Special K.
Definitely worse than Special K.
Porridge.
Or
oats.
I don't like porridge.
I'm going to put this in... I don't mind porridge.
I don't think it's definitely not in the Trash Fest.
I'm going to put it at the top of
Do not eat, make toast. Yeah.
Oh,
I reckon it could even go.
Yeah, I'm going to put it there.
Mum
I'm going to put mum bought this at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because if you get porridge and you mix it with honey, it's not bad. Frosties.
Never had it.
No
It's
fucking
just
clue.
sugar though. It's literally cornflakes covered in like icing.
I'll put it below Fruit Loops then.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely would not want it.
Milo.
Thing. I actually don't really like Milo that much. It's not Australian, I know, but I don't like Milo.
I'm about ready to put it in goat. Milo's phenomenal because then you can drink the milk afterwards.
I mean, I'm willing to go with what you think on this one.
I think Milo's up there,
Milo
man.
goat. All right.
Just Right.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
I fucking love Just Right.
You put it in
Just Right is top of good brekkie.
Piss off.
It's top of good brekkie. Just Right is far superior than Nutri-Grain.
Nah,
What does
Just Right
Nutri-Grain have?
sucks.
Like, Just Right has a combination of flavors, multiple different things. You just don't like sultanas and shit.
Nah, I don't like things in my fucking cereal.
Cornflakes.
Definitely got to be at least good brekkie or above.
I wouldn't put them above Rice Bubbles. I think I'd put them.
in good brekkie.
I'd put them in. I'd put them in. Mum bought this.
Piss off. It's good brekkie at least.
What there?
Yeah, I reckon there.
So, do we agree with this list?
Um,
Do we agree with this? Like Wheat Bix Cocoa Pops? I feel like we've got to have something else in go. No, maybe I'm just thinking that.
I mean, for me, Wheat Bix go and goat. I reckon. Looking at it now.
It's the bragging rights. Like, I used to have 7 Wheat Bix when I was a teenager.
I think that
No, but Wheat Bix doesn't have the flavour.
So you think it's got to be goat, but you think it's got to be behind Milo.
Yeah. So we've got Milo, Wheat Bix, Cocoa Pops, Crunchy Nut, Just Right, Nutri-Grain, Rice Bubbles, Cornflakes, Sultana Ram, Porridge, Mini Wheats, Fruit Loops, Frosties, Special K, or Brand. Is that where we're landing?
Yeah,
that's pretty
I think I
accurate.
agree with it.
All
I
right.
think it's pretty good.
I think so too. Maybe, who knows, maybe we'll do a tier list when we actually eat every single one of these cereals.
Or maybe we won't do that.
All right, jumping to the next segment.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the end of the tier list. We did Australian cereals. I can't actually.
But what if my favourite cereal is not Australian?
Well, then too bad. We'll do it. Maybe we'll do a USA tier list Australia. You have to request in the comments and leave a like, and then maybe we'll do this again with the US or I don't know, and wherever you're from. We obviously were going to film that tier list at the end, but I did just have to do a shot because I already fucked up the own challenge that I set.
Literally straight away.
I
hadn't even had a sip, and he fucked
Well,
up.
I still haven't actually had a sip of the beer.
No.
I still haven't.
And he's tried to argue actually multiple times about how he shouldn't have had to do a shot, but the way I see it, he picked it up with the right fucking hand.
That's my fault. That's on me.
Yeah, or now you admit it.
Yeah.
You did not admit it.
I'm a bigger man now. I've evolved. I've grown up. I've gotten over it. But one thing, speaking of growing and evolving, I wanted to talk about our channel as one of our segments for today. So we have, as you might or might not know, if you're a recurring or a new visitor here on the Six Pack Podcast, Aaron and I actually have multiple channels.
Yeah.
We have our vlogs channel, which we haven't actually done a whole lot with yet, because we're just focusing our priorities on a few. But potential for that to
The
get...
vlog channel will one day become something.
We just don't have the time.
It's whenever we do something fun, and we don't do anything fun.
That's not true. We do a lot of things fun, but we also just...
Don't record, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We went to the pub
We'll
last
get
week.
there.
We should have filmed that. That was fucking pretty interesting night.
Which one?
When we went to the pub last week.
Oh, what's that?
So I won the Keno and then I won that trivia.
Anyway, so our vlogs, that's obviously in the description if you want to have a look at what's got up there at the moment. But there's 2 videos, a couple of shorts, nothing too crazy. I did think the vlogs were actually quite good though that we had.
Yeah.
But we've got our shorts channel, which is like a combination of all of our videos from across all channels. It's like a combination of all the shorts that we put together because we do on each channel a combination of shorts and videos, you know what I mean, cut down and make it short and sharp, which is great. So our shorts, if you want to get a bit of a taste for everything, is on there. We're about to cross 99. Well, we're at 99.
We hit 100 actually.
And then we're back. Our shorts channel's going okay. I suppose like what I really wanted to talk about on this channel check is just like how we're feeling about everything, right?
Yeah.
I never expected our short channel to go crazy.
No.
What I intended.
The one that popped off was the gaming channel,
Yes.
which I guess is where you're going.
Correct. Well, I'm going with all of this, right? Like our six pack podcast, I think we can both agree is actually probably one of our more entertaining to film.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the most enjoyable thing to film. That's why we keep filming it.
Yeah, I mean, like it just means that Aaron and I can sit down and talk shit and reminisce on old times, and
It's pretty much, this is just what typical conversation.
this is what we do anyway. And yeah, it took a little while to get in front of the camera, but we've gotten used to it now. But yeah, look, we understand that it's not our most. The channel's not growing, I suppose, as much as we'd. I suppose we didn't really know what to expect, but it's one of our lower growing channels. But we still enjoy doing it, so we do obviously want to make it more tailored to you. And clearly, you can tell that we have a passion in doing this, because otherwise, after I think 14, 15 episodes now, we probably would have given up.
Yeah.
But no, we actually do enjoy filming these, and we do want to make the content that's right for you. So please leave us a message in the comments what you do like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see.
We've gotten a lot of positive feedback overall. I mean,
Yeah, we have.
I think there's really not been any negative comments, which is nice to see.
Yeah,
I think there's one person who called us stupid.
that's
about
okay
it.
though. That's fine.
That's pretty accurate, to be honest.
Oh, maybe for one of us. But yeah, look, if there is anything you want to see, please let us know. Again, we're doing this because we enjoy it, but we also want to make sure that you guys are enjoying it alongside us. Our gaming channel, however, has had some pretty tremendous growth.
Yeah, we hit up at 100. I think it's 120,000 views.
Last time I checked, it was 119,000 views on one of our shorts.
My apologies for getting the fucking number wrong.
Well, we haven't crossed the 120 threshold yet.
What do you
know what I mean?
on this iPad? Do you have?
I don't know if I don't have YouTube on here because it's my productivity iPad. You can have a look on my other phone though.
Jesus, look at this dickhead. He's got an iPad and a phone.
But yeah, we're pretty happy with that, and we had another video that got, I think it's about 35.
I mean, we got an extra 200 subs in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it took us about a
Definitely
month to get 100 subs, and now we've just cracked 300. So look, like the momentum's there, and it's really, really good. And we're really happy
a
with
lot of
that.
positive feedback. So we'd like to thank all you guys really for that. There's no more things coming. It really just depends on time. We just between us both finding it one day each week to actually record any of this is pretty fucking difficult.
I stand corrected. We are 121,000 views on one of our videos.
Yeah, it sucked my ass.
Yeah, but like as Aaron said, this isn't like we actually don't have a whole lot of free time. I work full time. Aaron basically works full time. He's just finished a TAFE course. I'm still at uni. We both have relationships and friends and stuff like that. So we do this because it's our passion and we make time for it. But we still want to we want to continue it and we want to grow it. I'm about to move into a new place and we're going to turn one of the rooms into a bit of a studio so we can kind of get a bit more professional in how we do things.
Currently, we film this just in his living room. So actually, one of the constraints on our filming thing is that everyone else is fucking home.
Correct. And the pets. So, like, you know, I think that'll be exciting. I'll be moving into that new place around June-ish, so I think there'll be a good step change, hopefully, in that time. But in the interim, let us know. For all of our YouTube channels are always linked in our description. They're always on the About section of our channel. So you can go check them all out, see what you like, see what you don't like. Let us know, and then we can get it right. And when we do have a new place where we can do our six-pack podcast, fuck yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, agreed.
I know I talked a lot then, but was there anything that...
Nah, just thank you and get more involved on the socials if you like what we do.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so we're going to cover off another controversy corner-ish. Not quite, but there is controversy in it because I don't think you know the latest development, which is where the controversy...
We had a discussion about whether or not this was a controversy corner. We've decided it's borderline. Yeah.
It is borderline. It isn't for what the first part is, but then it evolves into a controversy. So, have you heard of CashApp?
Yeah.
CashApp is a service that is highly promoted by a lot of influencers.
I have heard of CashApp.
It's fucking everywhere.
I don't know how it works. I've never actually used CashApp. You send money on an app.
I actually don't really know. I
No.
assume so. But the founder of Cash App was Bob Lee, right? And he was popular, apparently, according to this. But yeah, so Bob Lee was actually found, dead.
Yeah.
He was found dead last week in downtown San Francisco.
I knew he was found dead, and I knew that it was a murder.
Yeah,
He
so
was killed.
that's the not really controversy. It's just kind of like a news story. So he
Anyone could be killed.
Yeah.
I could be killed.
So the reason why it's a controversy, because it was a stabbing, but also apparently it was very generous. I don't know. But he was actually murdered by a man named Nima Momeni, who has been arrested and charged over the murder of Bob Lee. Now you might be thinking, who is that man?
He's random as far as I know.
He's random as far as you know. And the reason why is because he is... because he's a fellow tech consultant of Cash App. So he worked with
Cash App with the dude.
Bob Lee.
So it was like a premeditated thing then.
Well, potentially, yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, well, who knows if it was premeditated.
My guess would be, though, that yes it was.
Yeah. So they reportedly knew each other. He's a tech consultant.
Yeah.
I don't know if you work with Cash App directly, but it's all way too convenient.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? So he's 38 years old. He's from California. I'm just exposing this man. I mean, he's everywhere. So he's a tech consultant and startup owner.
So he was still working, though, was he still working for Cash App at the time?
I don't think, because he was a consultant, I don't think he worked for Cash App. He did. Mr. Scott said Mr. Momeni had been charged with the murder, was now in custody. He did not elaborate on how Mr. Lee, the owner, the founder, and the suspect knew each other. Mr. Momeni was actually caught drink driving in 2004, and was charged for a misdemeanor for carrying a switchblade.
That's not really. I mean, you get pulled over for drink driving, they find a fucking knife in your car. Not that out of the ordinary.
Do you carry a switchblade in your fucking boot?
No.
In your
I have a
glove box?
screwdriver in the side.
I don't think they're going to charge you for carrying a concealed weapon for a screwdriver.
for a screwdriver.
But he's the owner of a company called Expand IT Inc. Yeah. So that's the controversy. Is like a fellow member of the tech world was the one who did the fatal stabbing to the founder of Cash App.
So the controversy is, was it premeditated or not? My guess is yes, very much so. I think it's pretty open and shut. They got the dude within, less than a week?
Less than a week.
Yeah. I think that he obviously did a pretty shit job of it.
2 stab wounds in his chest.
Yeah. Maybe he meant to send a warning and went too far. Yeah. But yeah,
So Cash App is a smartphone-based platform that allows a person-to-person money transfer. So I'm assuming it's like, you know, what's the fucking...
Venmo.
Yeah, like Venmo, like stuff like that.
I once knew a girl and she asked me to Venmo her $20.
What for?
Just randomly. It was someone I was talking to back in the day.
Oh, interesting. What, for favors or?
I didn't get much. I didn't get anything out of it. I actually did send her the $20 too. Dark times.
Anyway, moving on.
Cash App wasn't around.
Next segment.
I was looking at you because I thought you did just because of the way you looked, but I didn't actually see it. But I suppose at the end of the day, it's on recording. So you did it again?
You
did it again.
It's always after we stop. Oh, I let my guard down.
I see. I missed it. That time I missed it. But you had a suspicious look on your face, so I was on to you.
Well, because I went like this.
Yeah. I think I caught that little end bit. And I was second guessing myself though, because you did it quick enough. I was like, did he? I swear he had it in his right hand, but did he? It's a good thing you're honest. I thought you got to be honest because you proved it.
Well, if who edits the videos,
I know.
you would
You
never
could just cut
found
it
out.
out. Yeah. But you're honest, so drinky.
Does that count? Sure, that doesn't count.
Huh?
That doesn't count as...
Nah. I mean, it could count, but I'm not going to do that to you, no. How have you done it twice now?
All right, well, that fucking sucked. I did it again.
Yeah, yet again we like ended and you like let your guard down. And
Every single time I let my guard down and then I fucking do it. But
pocket strategy's working. So
well, I've adapted it. I'm doing it now myself. But yeah, I don't know what I need to just let my guard down.
You're just an idiot, I think is the thing.
I set this challenge myself.
I know, and you fucked it up twice now.
But we're going to talk about a look to the past. We did one 2 weeks ago, I think, was our last look to the past.
It wasn't last week. I actually have I think it's really clear recollection of last week's podcast.
Yeah, I do too. But I think it was the week before that we did the last one. But with this look to the past, we're going to talk about one of the first times that Aaron and I went out together in Brisbane CBD.
Yeah, it was back when you'd moved up and I was still living in... No, I think I was living here. I was living in Gold Coast.
No, because it was my first... No, maybe it was.
No, I think I was living in Gold Coast. It was back when I first moved up.
It was early anyway.
It was early.
But we went out to a nightclub in Brisbane, party centre, Fortitude Valley, called the Prohibition. We've honestly had some of our best nights at the Prohibition.
I've been, I think, to the Prohib twice. I've been there twice. I've never had a bad night there. It's been fun. It was fun both.
It's a very entertaining night. But this first one, we went with ourselves, a bloke that I'd actually just met as well.
It's the first time I'd ever met him.
First time anyone other than myself had ever met him. He's now he's been part of us for a couple of years now. But I suppose this was kind of like the test, right?
Yeah.
And then we
had an interesting mix. There was only four of us who went out that night, and it was an interesting.
No, there was you, me, him, and then Daddy.
Yeah.
Nickname for one of our friends, and then I'm pretty sure.
No, it was only four.
No. Old mate from Coffs who plays AFL now, or still plays AFL. No, Cody was there.
No, it was only the four of us.
No, Cody was there because Cody kicked Bailey off the couch. I remember it. Cody was there.
I swear it was only me, you, Bailey, and Isaac.
I'm almost convinced Cody was there.
No.
Or maybe Daddy kicked him off the couch.
It was Daddy. It was only the four of us because we all stayed at your apartment. That's why I remember
I could have sworn Cody was there.
We all crashed at yours that night. Because me and Bailey went home at the same time and you and Daddy stayed out for a bit longer.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Anyway.
Anyway, we settled the debate. I was wrong. The other friend wasn't there. I could have sworn he was, but I don't think he was. No. But anyway, so, yeah. Daddy, the nickname of our friend, is one of the biggest party goers we've ever met. Absolute weapon. Great fun. Good bloke too.
He'll just always keep going. Nothing
would keep him down.
Nothing will keep him down.
He would be a train wreck and he would go throw up in a bush and it'd be all right to go. Our other friend, the new one, and Aaron are like pretty low, like in terms of the party spectrum, and I'm somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this story was, we had the four of us and one of the fellas met this girl. Actually, no. Before that, we went out to Coles down the road from my place, and decided we needed to get some drinks, some mixes, and things like that, right? And I went into, I don't know if it was like the discount section or like the homeware section, but I found a face like scrubber. You know, you put soap on, you scrub your face, clean your pores, etc. It was a kid's face one, and it was in the shape of a duck. Like it was a duck puppet. It just had like, imagine just like it was curved and it had the finger and it was just a duck. And I thought, that's fucking hilarious. I'm going to get that. I'm going to buy that. Best $4 I've ever spent. And I'm going to take that out. Actually, no, I don't think that was even my intention. I think I just bought it because I thought it was hilarious and I was going to use it for pre-drink. So then we started drinking. And then I was like, fuck it. I'm going to bring this out with me. And so we go to the Prohibition with the four of us. And I bring the duck puppet with me. I stuck it in. And then we just started moshing with like everyone that was around us. And I pulled the duck puppet out. I put it on my hand, put it up in the air and started fucking going ham with it. Just pumping, I was just playing. It was great. Absolutely hilarious. People thought it was the fucking bee's knees.
Some people thought.
Yeah, but to be fair, the people that didn't think it was the bee's knees were the ones that I was provoking.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there was a bunch of people that were like, holy shit, This is the funniest thing ever. This is great. Like people took Snapchat videos and stuff with me, and I literally remember. I don't know if you know on Snap Maps, you know how there's like heat maps and people have public stories. I remember going on the next day, going. I wonder if because I took a fuck ton of videos with people. I was like, I wonder if anyone has got a video of me like in the pro. So I pressed on like where the probe is, and there was just me looking absolutely fucking ruined. Just with this duck puppet, just jamming out with these people, having a blast. And I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. But it drew a lot of attention. I don't know, like I was very intoxicated. I was like, what, we were like 19?
It was pre-COVID.
Yeah, it was pre-COVID. So like 19, 20. Not even 20, we're 19.
Yeah. Actually, now thinking back on it,
I don't think you were moved up.
I don't think I had moved up.
Anyway, irrelevant. So I was fucking having a great time and I was living in the attention and I was staring people up because there was a lot of girls, I was single at the time, a lot of girls came up to me and thought it was just amazing and they wanted to do videos and stuff like that. But the boyfriends were just not on board. So I remember there was a couple of blokes who didn't like me because of that and then I fueled that and then that's why they didn't like me.
Especially towards the end of the night after you were pretty cooked. You were actually, I would even go far enough to say, beginning to pick issues. You were deliberately provoking people with the duck. I actually, now looking back on it, don't know how you didn't have an issue.
Well, because I thought it was funny because people get so pissed off.
Spoiler alert, he doesn't get punched. I don't know how, but he doesn't.
But where we're going with this story was one of the fellas, this girl came over. Nice girl, nice looking girl. But fucking hell, it was hilarious. One of the fellas hadn't had a lot of experience before with girls. And was very nervous about the whole situation because we thought she was into him, and me and the other bloke were kind of like, oh, you know, like we think she's interested, and he's like, oh, I don't know. But like I still, as fucked as I was, I just have this vivid image in my head. She thought the duck was hilarious, by the way. We're standing there, we're dancing. This girl's here next to one of the fellas, and she looks up the duck, and she's like, I can just see in her eyes, she's like, fucking hell, that's a good duck. And then she looks at my mate and she's like, fuck, that's a hot piece of ass. And then she would look at the duck with the same look and then look back at him. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on here, but I support it.
Who does she want to go?
Yeah, who does she want to go? Does she want to go the duck or does she want to go one of her mates? And so we talked to the mate and we're like, look, mate, like she's into you, go for it. Like, do it. And he goes, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, fuck it, just do it. Do you know her? No. Well, then what are you going to lose? Are you going to say something?
No, I was just looking at you.
Okay, I thought you... Anyway, yeah, but she... I was like, what are you going to lose? Go for it. And he goes for it. He just gives us the bag. But it was fucking... Like, I'll never forget. She's looking up the duck and she's like, that's good. And then she looks at him and goes, that's good. I'm like, I don't want to be involved in this fucking love triangle, man. That's just my hand piloting this puppet. I don't want to be involved in this. Yeah, that was a fun night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything to add?
No, it was pretty good. It actually ended up being one of the best nights I had out. Yeah, I hate going out.
Aaron hates going out.
I hate going out. But that was actually quite a good one.
Was.
Yeah. Fun times.
Fun times.
Alright, now we've finished that, I have to fess up. When I was unscrewing the bottle cap, grabbed it with my right hand.
You did it.
Did it.
You did it.
I thought, you've been honest, and it's only fair.
I wouldn't have known. I might have noticed in the...
You would have seen it in the edit.
Alright, so...
Split half of that down my fucking neck.
At least it's not too bad of a thing to shot.
I grabbed that with my right hand, but like you said...
It's fucking...
I was honest. I was struggling to screw it. And I just, again, I wasn't thinking about it. I grabbed it with my right hand.
I appreciate your honesty.
You would, like I said, you would have seen it in the post edit.
Yeah. It's not honesty at all.
Like you would have been watching the video and you would have just seen me go like that. and then like, oh shit. And I had that. You probably also would see on the camera like the brief moment of thought like, can I get away with this? And I was like, no. We play an honest game here when we do these sorts of things, and it's only fair if I fess up.
That's fair.
You would fess up.
I did. Yeah.
So I will not make that mistake twice. Mainly because I've poured my final beer now.
Yeah. Take us to our final segment, Aaron.
All right, brew review. So we're reviewing the
Brew review.
summer lager or a lime. You can tell I've had a little bit to drink. Yeah.
Aaron and I had a few beers before this.
We did.
This episode.
Not because we recorded another podcast directly before we filmed this one. That's for sure. I don't know why you'd think something like that. It's actually bottled just down the road, really, at Milton. It's made in various locations from Castlemaine Perkins, part of the Lion Group. I shit on you pretty hard for buying these.
He did. Like, I actually didn't fucking hear the end of it. He was like, "Oh, I hate summers. I hate summers. I hate summers."
I've had summers in the past, and I hated them. Hated them. I don't like Corona, so summers are essentially the 4X
Worst version of Corona.
And I don't like Corona. So really anything I have after that has been Corona is just shit. But coming here today and drinking these, I don't know if it was the several beers I'd already had before.
No, but to be fair, I was actually pretty sober.
But they've
after several
these
beers.
have actually gone down quite well. So I don't know if this is an accurate review. Basically because I'd had a fair bit to drink beforehand. But I like them. I'm a changed man.
He's reformed.
I regret my previous.
Because he like almost refused to drink them. Like he literally said to me, he's like, he literally said to me before this episode. No, shut the fuck up.
No.
He literally said to me before this episode, he goes, "We've never not had an episode where we haven't drunk all 6 beers, but I think this might be it."
Yeah,
I think this might be it. I don't think I can get up through all 3. And I said, mate, they're 1 point standard drinks. So 1.0 standard drinks at an alcohol content of.
What?
I don't know what the percentage is, but
About 4.
yeah, but yeah, I was like, mate, they're not that strong. And he goes, I'm not concerned about.
On the fucking nose, it's literally 4.
Good job, mate. But he goes, I can't do it. And I go, it's not that strong. And he goes, it's not about the alcohol strength, but the flavour.
Yeah.
Didn't want to have a bar of it.
It says it's got lime in it on the front.
And you can
if
taste
you
the
take a
lime.
sip, you're pretty much just as if I'm sucking on a lime in my mouth.
They did well with the flavour.
It did. I mean, it tastes like a beer with a lime squeeze into it. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Honestly, I think you could put this and a beer with a lime squeeze into it next to it and you'll be able to tell the fucking difference. So yeah, I'm a changed man. I think that summers are now something that I will drink again. It could be the
But summers with lime.
before.
To be fair, you haven't had a summers plain. Maybe we'll do that another episode.
I think I've definitely had a summers plain. I definitely have because I hated it. And I've also had a summers. I thought it was with lemon, but it might have been with
I
lime.
don't think there's the summers lime.
I'm gonna Google right now if there's a summers lemon.
I'm clapping as if that makes my life easier, but I still have to fucking cut it.
Yeah, this is a messy fucking podcast edit too because
Was that-
we had too much to drink before we filmed this one, and so therefore lots of shit to on no lime.
There's not.
No, it's not.
All right. It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. It's only a lime. So I must have definitely had this before then. And I hated it last time. But I think that the problem was I had enough to drink before I had it.
I think it's a good beer.
So I think because of that, I cannot rate it too highly. I got to think, I got to remind myself.
No, but you weren't that drunk before you started drinking these. I think you're being unfair.
No.
You had a sip when we were of sound mind, and you said, "This is not bad."
Yeah, I'm not going to rate it as piss poorly as we.
Okay, all right, rate it, and we'll go from there.
I'm going to rate this as a 4 out of 6. I would never ever buy this myself. I'll make that very clear. I will never buy anything with a summer written on it. However, if it was given to me, I will drink it. It's nice. I think if you like Corona and stuff, this is the beer for you. I just don't like Corona. It's not for me. I would rather drink other shit than this. So therefore, it's only a 4. How do you rate it, Alex?
4.5.
4.5.
I think it's a good beer. Like it is.
It's not that good if you're rating it a 4.5.
Well, again, I think that there's other things that are better than this. Like it's easy to go down. My only concern, like it's a low percentage. Like it's a 1 cent a drink. It's really easy to drink.
Yeah.
The lime flavor is good. Sometimes a little overpowering.
Thing is, I like lime. Yeah, I think if you drink this, we'll make this very clear. You need to like lime.
You can taste the lime like
if you don't like citrus and lime flavor, do not touch this with a 10-foot buck on pole.
Yeah.
I love lime, so therefore I don't mind this.
Yeah, and I like one of my favorite beers is a Corona with lime.
Yeah.
And the way I described it to one of our friends earlier was it's like Corona with lime but worse. It's like slightly worse, right? Because you can tell the difference. As much as you can taste the lime, you can tell the difference between it. But I think it's a good job. It's really easy to drink. It's really fucking easy to drink. So yeah, I think 4.5. It's not bad. It's not fantastic, but I think it's decent.
Cool. Before we wrap up today's podcast, how do you think our challenge went? So you had to do 2 shots, I had to do 1.
Overall, you won.
So overall, I guess, yeah. So does that now mean a bonus? Well, actually...
No, fuck off.
Actually, there is still a full shot glass sitting there. As the loser, should you have to do it?
I don't think that's part of the system. But...
Alright, here. No, actually. Something I noticed on these bottle caps.
There's a rock, paper, or scissors.
There's a rock, paper, or scissors. I think I haven't looked at what this one is.
Well, can we find a rock, paper, scissors? You can touch this with your right hand, that's fine. So we need to find a rock, paper, and scissors. All right.
2 paper and scissors. I don't know where the other bottle's back. I'll cut it.
Aaron mixed them up. I mixed them up even more.
We both have generally no idea which one.
No idea which one's which. But what we're gonna do?
I had no idea which one was which when I was doing it.
Aaron's like, I don't even know where the fuck I am.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick it up and we're gonna show the camera before looking at it ourselves, and then we're gonna look at it. Right. So I've got this one. I don't know if it's showing the right side up, but I'm assuming it's paper.
Are you gonna have a look at it just to add some suspense? Well, it's a 50-50 either way, though, no matter what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 either way.
Yep. What do you assume it is? Take a guess. Oh, it's too late now. You've looked at it.
Should we now flip
Okay.
the middle one?
Oh, I know how the audience.
We'll show the audience. And then we'll flip the middle one.
All right.
To know who's lost.
Can I tell you the truth?
Yes! Yes!
I guessed paper correctly. I fucking guessed paper correctly.
As you all have seen, I had scissors. Alex had paper.
I fucking guessed paper correctly.
This is me.
I guessed it.
I could not fucking believe that. I thought it was done.
What do you mean you were done? It was an equal chance.
50-50. It was a 50-50.
This, to be fair, has a dent in it. Did you know? Were you cheating? He was cheating, ladies and gentlemen.
I know, you dickhead, because you were flipping them around. We both had the equal opportunity to mess with them.
Fucking hell. All right. Aaron, start the outro.
So thank you guys for watching today's episode of the Pack Podcast. So this was Alex's idea for the challenge. Hope you guys enjoyed the ongoing challenge theme as opposed to what we normally do. Alex probably didn't enjoy it because he had to end up doing 3 shots. This is to be noted a low alcohol
It's a
liqueur. However, doing 3 shots of it adds up. He's probably done more than it's 1 shot of tequila that he did before with the alcohol content. This was a fun episode to film. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
Check out our description to see our socials. They're always there. We've got our Instagram, our Facebook, and our Twitter. We've also got our Discord in there as well, where you can leave us feedback and comments. We talked about the channel a lot today, so I'm not going to drone on. You know what to do in the Discord. But click on Aaron and check out last week's episode of the podcast. And click on me to check out our latest new video on our gaming channel, which was Demonologist with Aaron at the helm this time.
Yeah, Alex was at the helm for the Prasmo shit, and then now it's my
He's in
turn.
charge of the Demonologist.
Yeah.
So check that one out. I'm sure it was entertaining. We'll see you in the next week's episode of the Sick Pack Podcast.
Goodbye.
Catch you later.